It's Andrew Schatkin Showtime. Andrew, what is our topic for today?
We are going to look into what I think is the true reality of our present economic system. And I want to address the false concept. And frankly, look, Neil, a lie is a lie. And you can't get around it by saying it didn't happen or it isn't real. We do not live in a free market economy anymore. We have to face up to that. It's true. And I will explain in a minute why.
Yeah, we've talked about this in a little bit before. Why are we not
Okay,
in a
but I
free
want to
market
talk about
economy?
some other aspects of it.
Okay, okay.
Uh, Let me just say that capitalism is based on greed, correct? Money. Money is the measure of all
Yes,
men and women in capitalism,
correct.
correct? I disagree with that. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think it's a valid perspective. But more to the point, I think we all have to understand that, for example, let's take a look at drugstores. There are no more independent drugstores, correct?
Yes,
It's Rite Aid and CVS, right?
correct.
There are no more independent hardware stores. It's Home Depot.
Exactly. They're
There's
not.
no more independent stationery stores. It's Staples.
Right.
So, what are we going to say about an economy in which these giant businesses run the show? And what are we going to say? Is this truly a free market? Do you think this is a free market? Do you think it's easy? Do you think the myth that people can go and create businesses? It's a myth, isn't it?
It's definitely see, I disagree in that fact. I think we have the ability to do it, but you have to be able to stay this course, and you have to be able to have everything in place, and you have to be
And you
willing
have
to
to
work.
have
You have to
money.
be you have to, you
You
have
have
the
to have
money,
money.
and you have to be willing that you have to be willing to work much more hours than you can work in the workforce to get.
But again,
that
I ask
pay.
you to be let's get this straight. As another factor playing into that is outsourcing. And outsourcing takes jobs away from people, doesn't it?
But that's where we have to finally truly understand we're in a global economy. We truly have to stop looking at America, and we can't tax
But
people so much.
American citizens are rightly concerned with getting a job with an income, correct?
Correct. And that's not
So, and when
available
we
to them.
outsource to other countries, we take jobs away from that people, giving them to the cheap labor in those other societies.
But see,
And in addition, they're coming here. Look, they're great people. I love them. But the fact is, they're coming here for cheap wages, no benefits. The effect is to take income and jobs away from American workers.
but you're absolutely right about it. But then we don't take care of our businesses, our small businesses that might have to outsource, our medium-sized or big businesses by taxing them too much, so that we do outsource outside the country because you keep
Because they
taxing
want that
us.
cheap labor. They want that peanuts labor. What do
But
you think
they
they?
wouldn't do that peanuts labor if they weren't taxed so much, Andrew.
Well,
That you're taxed so
that is
much.
a perspective. I hadn't thought about that. That that you're saying that the tax system forces them to find other ways to save
To
money
make
and
a
run their
profit.
businesses,
To make a profit at the end of the
make
day.
a
Yes.
profit. But should our system be based on on big business or small business making a profit, or should it be based on the American people getting a job?
Our business should be based on making a profit.
But
Because
that,
but
but
see,
if you're saying
that means that
you say they have the right to leave this damn country just because they want to make a profit.
see, I'm here's the point I think you're missing. There is a guaranteed path to success in this country if you're not an entrepreneur. Let's just talk a worker. You have to pick the best jobs. You have to go to school, work really hard, and you have to choose a career that is in demand. You choose a career that's not in demand. You choose a career that doesn't have any jobs, that can be outsourced outside the country, where there's a huge competition level and you don't have the work ethic to create your own. You're done. So, for example, if you're going to look at, okay, I want my kids to get a good job. Well, I'm not going to look at education.
But you know as well as I do, there are no good jobs.
See, I disagree with
There's
you.
only
I
peonage labor
disagree.
available, working cleaning the floor somewhere. That's
See,
the
I
jobs
absolutely
available.
disagree.
In
You
addition
go
to the fact,
for,
you know very well people get fired after 40 and they have to start their own business or do something.
see, but you're looking at the
Nobody stays
old days.
beyond 40.
Andrew, you're looking at the old days of work, the old
You
days.
don't think that's true
So
anymore? That people
you're
don't
either
make
gonna
it
be a
past
computer
40?
programmer, you're gonna go into computers, you're gonna go into the medical field, you're gonna go into certain fields that are in high demand.
The business wants the cheapest labor
See,
that they
that's if
can
you're
get
looking
to do the
business,
job.
Andrew. If you're looking at certain jobs that are in demand, that's what you have to go to school for. Even if you don't enjoy that. That's why
School
international
has been
people come
proven
here.
to be a waste of time.
Disagree. Absolutely disagree. If you're
School,
looking at certain,
college is nonsense. Kids can't get jobs. They come out of
that's
college with
wrong.
nothing.
That's them
All they come out
choosing.
of college with
That's
is
that
loans.
Andrew, that's them choosing that job that is not in demand. I could go into a list.
These kids go to college, try to find a way to get through this market. When they leave, they can't get anything.
If they choose certain fields, Andrew. That's your point. You're looking at this as a governmental society. It's the most wealthy have the best education. They've gone
You
into the
think that's
fields
right?
that are in
The
high
most wealthy
demand.
should get the good jobs, and everybody else has got to
No,
scrounge.
they are the most
You think
wealthy because
that's
they
good?
chose to. They chose those
They
fields.
have the ability to go to these high paying schools and theoretically get
See,
a better
that's
job.
I
It's a
disagree
very
with you.
unfair system.
Right now,
A
people
system
can't
based on wealth
hire
stinks.
cannot hire a good IT professional because those IT professionals come from other countries that come here and get very good jobs. Let's talk about the medical field. They don't want to go into certain things. Let's talk about the scientific field. Those jobs are out there. People are not have the ability to take those jobs on because they don't value education. Okay. If I was looking at, I'm an entrepreneur, I don't need to go ahead and get those high paying jobs because I have my path. However, the path of other people, there are jobs out there, but it's hard work to get into those fields. You have to have the right education and you have to be able to have a work ethic there.
You defined part of the problem. People coming from other countries. You're saying they're
Because they're
smarter,
harder
they're better
workers.
qualified. Nonsense.
Yes.
The American people got as much brains as these people,
No,
maybe
they're
more.
not. They're
It's nonsense
highly
that
qualified.
they
They
have no
can't fill that. They
entitlement to
can't,
those
Andrew. They
jobs.
can't, Andrew. They
You
can't
think
fill those
somebody from
positions.
India is smarter than an American? That's
Absolutely, a
nonsense, and you know it.
harder working, and can fix
That
the
is
field that.
nonsense. It's a
See,
lie. These people are no better, either harder working or
no,
smarter than
they
American
chose.
people.
They're smart.
It is a method of getting work, taking it from Americans
Okay,
and giving it to others.
it to our college system. What if you Google search the high demand jobs that they can't fill right now? That's what the American parents.
There are plenty of American men and women that can fill
They're
any job
unqualified to
anywhere.
take the
Plenty
job,
of them.
Andrew.
And these
They're
people from
unqualified to
India and
take the job.
Thailand is nonsense. They're being brought over deliberately to take those jobs from
See,
Americans.
you're missing
Americans have as
careers.
much brains as them,
Yeah, no, they
maybe
don't.
more.
Not for careers. You're looking at things, and it's such a. This is a great topic to debate, even on my show, because you're missing the point, Andrew.
I think I
Okay,
see the point.
if you Google
I'm
right
not going to
now,
accept
best
your
high paid
version of
job.
the facts that Americans are dumber and not as
No,
smart as
no, they're
Indians.
not as
Not so.
hardworking. Not
Americans
workers.
are entitled to those
Okay.
jobs. They go through the system. They work. These people have no right to come here and take those positions.
They have no right to take positions that we can't fill.
Those
So that,
positions can be easily filled. There are
okay, so
thousands
what
of
kind of work
Americans
job are you talking about?
graduating from the best schools that
The
can
best schools, and
hold
they're getting
those jobs.
okay.
I don't
It's the
believe
majors.
these people are more qualified than Americans. That's
Absolutely.
nonsense, Neil.
Okay,
It's a lie. It's false.
it's not false. So
It
if you look
is.
at the highest paying jobs right now that can't be filled, IT professionals cannot be filled.
The left wants you to believe they can be only be filled by wonderful Indian and Thailand and people from
That's not
Southeast Asia.
true.
That's nonsense. You know it. Americans are quite as qualified and smart as those people. It's a big lie.
So, Andrew,
I don't go in for big
mathematics
lies.
and science, the two biggest fields, engineering there's great opportunity. There's great opportunity in software engineering. There's great opportunity.
Those jobs
in
can be filled by
specific
any
medical.
qualified American, and
No,
you
that's the
know it.
problem. Our education system is not giving them the
These people
qualifications to
from
do it.
India or Thailand or wherever they're coming from, they're being brought here deliberately for reasons unknown to me to take those jobs from
But see, I
Americans
disagree.
that are
So,
able to
so
fill
if
them.
so, business calculus, certain sciences, Americans
So you're
kids are
saying that
not willing to
you're
take
saying
those courses.
Indians have more talent as a
No,
group than
they're fight.
Americans.
They know survival of the fittest. So if you're talking about the
I don't know what
sciences,
they know.
but if you're
I
but
know that
you see,
brains are
that's where it goes
equally
back to our
distributed
education
in
system,
every
Andrew.
race and every person everywhere. They are not found only in Indians.
I'm not
Nonsense.
saying they're finding Indians. We can't fill the jobs in the states.
Those
So you
jobs are
come up with
easily
come up.
filled by they don't want to fill them with
Okay,
Americans.
so
They
how
want to
could
fill them with foreign labor. That's cheaper, cheaper, cheaper.
cheaper? They're paying them 170, 180 grand a year, Andrew.
And
They can't fill
they
the
stay
job.
for a year and a half and they're thrown out.
They don't leave.
They're
They
forced
don't leave
out.
at all, Andrew. Look at our most
They're
highest
forced
paid.
out of those jobs after a
So if you
year.
study,
They have no basis for staying here in the first place. They're out. It's
okay,
very, very good
so
system
we'll
for
add we can go to this
corporate
YouTube.
America has this great system of having peons fill everything.
See, I don't agree.
It's
So
fine.
I think you're missing the point of what a
I'm
worker
seeing the
is and a
point of this
career is.
horrible profit system. I see the
See,
point. I see what's happening to people, and I don't like it.
Google doesn't take certain people that don't even have a college education as long as they're qualified for that position, and they pay them very well. So I think
And
that
they last 2 years and they're out, and you know it.
they
If
don't.
you don't realize that reality, Neil, you're not looking at the world. I'm
I am
afraid.
truly looking at it, so we'll have to look at it. So you're saying that
You're
our
looking
system
at a world run by these people that are out for themselves.
disagree. All right. So
They are. And that
shackinshow.com
is,
for your
as a
show.
Christian, I define that as sin when they are out for themselves, about themselves, self, self, self. That's what this system
So
is.
the only people out of work right now are for jobs that they don't have the training or ability. If our education system gives the opportunity so that we don't have to fill it with outsourcing outside the country,
I
to
don't
bring
agree
those
with you that it
positions.
has to be filled by outsourced labor. That is simply a way of saving money, getting things, basing
All
your
right, so
system
we're going to take this
solely on
debate
money
onto
and
my radio
profits,
show. We're going to
no
take this
concern
debate.
for
We're going to take
people.
this debate of what jobs are available right now that can't be filled that they're outsourcing in the United States on our next on
In
my show.
Bangladesh, there was a huge fire in a garment factory that killed 400 women.
But
That's
see,
how that
that's
system
garment.
works. That's what's
See,
going
that's a
on.
different worker. You're not looking at specifically enough the way to become wealthy in this country if you're not going to be an entrepreneur. And I have the steps necessary
You
to do
thing
that.
is, you are fooling yourself. You think people get wealthy and they don't.
So okay.
I'm
So
afraid that is not the true system in this country. People getting wealthy, not so.
all right,
There's
Andrew.
people
Okay.
inheriting wealth. There's people stealing money. There's not people working and
All
getting
right.
money.
All right. Shackinshow.com to check it
I'm
out.
willing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm willing to discuss this issue any day. And I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that we live in a system of self profits. And that's all.
Okay, Andrew. All right. That was again the Shackin Show on YouTube, shackinshow.com, and take care.